Good morning, optimists. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. I started the stream just slightly earlier today because it looks like we're about to get a breakout in the market. So I wanted to jump over there and be able to trade this breakout. So I'm looking here on the ES, which is currently up about $1.75, $1.50 on the day. And we've got this 5,200 moving average crossover coming up on the 10-second chart. And then I want to take a look at this on the 20. I was looking at the 1, which also looked like it was on approach. So the 22nd, we got this 9 above 12. And we're breaking above the 50 moving average. That's a good thing. I'll take an entry here.
Order filled.
In at 89.75. Looking to get out 90.5. I'm taking this based off of the 9 above 12 on the 22nd chart. Plus the cyan switch on the 22nd chart on approach towards this 50 moving average. And I'm starting off small with only 2 contracts. I'm just looking for 3 ticks with 2 contracts. Pulling back some here. Only down 75. I did take 1 trade off stream before stream started. And that put us up $69 on the day. Kind of pulling back a little bit more than I want to see. So I think I'm going to cut this. Our entry is at 89.75. I'm going to attempt to reduce potentially. Well, if we get back up to the entry point, then I think I'll hold it. No, I gotta cut. Trying to decide whether or not to cut this. It did tap our risk level, but it looks like it's beginning to hold some support here. I'm gonna check this on the 22nd chart. My charts are moving pretty slow today. Like really slow, actually. I popped up through our buy order. Let's check this on the 1 minute. I still think this is a valid trade, so I'm gonna hold on to it. There we go. We got that.
Order filled.
I think I did a good job on keeping an eye on the risk management with that, but I do think that I could have done. First off, it looks like it could have taken a much larger swing. Second off, I could have taken another contract, but I want to build up a base there, so I feel good about that. But third off, I could have got a better entry, and that's really what I think the main key was here. Was to get that better entry point. So we got this little breakout here on the 1 minute chart. 1 minute's on approach for 50 moving average cross. So is the 10-second. Come on. This load is really potentially interfering with our trading today. Come on, dude. There we go. I'm gonna go for 3 ticks here. 3 contracts, 3 ticks.
Order filled.
91.25. I'm looking to get out at 92, which was the top of these candles here. Again, should have waited for a little bit more of a pullback here. Yeah, that should have been my entry. Should have been off 90 or 90.5 or so. Somewhere between 90 and 91 should have been the entry that I should have targeted off of that. expecting to pull back off the 200 moving average on the 10-second. Okay. Just learning. I pulled up to 1 tick below sell and it's pulling back off that. I think that we're going to have a push up to 93 potentially. So this 20-second chart. All right, there's that 3 and 3.
Order filled.
We did pull up to 92.50. Currently up 241.50 on the day. And we've got some great breakouts inbound looking like it. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you here. Always happy to see you here, Kevin. Might look for an entry off the 9 exponential up at 91.25. But before I do that, I'm going to verify this moving average crossover actually. So I think I'll wait. Even though this looks like a good entry point, I think I'll still wait for this crossover to actually take place, and then try to get in either on the initial rip or after a rip and pull. This crossover usually gives us a pop up followed by a pull back down and then a pop back up. At least that's what I've been seeing. So I said 93. We popped up exactly to 93 and rejected there slightly. But this is looking pretty decent here.
Order filled.
Took an entry there, long off 91.25 in anticipation of this breakout. But I realized that I jumped the gun because I said that I wouldn't take that until the breakout. And so I'm preemptively taking a breakout trade, and I'm trying to prevent myself from doing that in the future. It could still work out just fine. It's a fine trade with reasonable accuracy, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm taking the actual setup and not the preemptive setup, just in case there's a big rejection. Like that right there would have been a bigger rejection that would have actually taken me out of my position or made me want to cut my position. Up 345 in the Apex account today. Here's the crossover inbound. I'm not going to take a preemptive. I'm going to look for a red to yellow on the TTM. So since this is below it, even though there's a red to yellow, like if there becomes a red to yellow, I'm still going to wait for the full cross. Because this one right here might go red to yellow, but the thing is that like if we don't have the cross, there's a good likelihood that it could reject. Okay, now we're above it. That looks a little better. I'll take a long here.
Order filled.
Got filled at 90.25. Looking for an exit at 91.
Order filled.
Nice. I could have gone for more, like a bigger swing on that, but I'm just trying to build up a good balance right now. So expect some volatility here in the initial breakout period. And we'll expect some volatility and some rejection along this 93.50 area where the VWAP is. Gonna put a buy order sitting at 93.25. No fill. Change my buy order to 93.75. Look for a move up to 95. Looks like 93.25 would have worked though. Definitely would have worked. This is that initial pullback that I mentioned.
Order filled.
Took an additional contract down there at where? 92.50. And then I'm looking for that one to get out at just that 3 ticks, 93.25. Should have waited for the full VWAP pullback. I still feel okay about this trade, but I think I definitely could have number one, worked on the entry more. I think this was a better entry, but the entry pulled all the way back to 91.75, so definitely a lot of off there. Down 387.50 in this trade. It's pretty heavy down. I'm looking for a bounce here. I should just cut right there instead of buying another one. Definitely have a lot of heart palpitation going on. Just gotta breathe through it. I need to see a red to yellow here. Keep this breakout confirmed. This was the pullback that I initially mentioned, so really I should have waited on that. So I'm gonna try to remember one move and then pull back, and then look for the second move. I still haven't cut this yet, although I likely should have because this puts me down on the day. Holding basically because of the breakout pattern. If it wasn't this breakout pattern, I would have cut this. But I absolutely should have traded this better. Still holding through this pullback. There's the finding of support along 90. We need to see this pull up above 91.50. We need to get above 92, really. It might reject this area. It's pretty sketchy. This trade is sketchy too. We need to get back above 91. I'm beginning to lose some confidence. We got to hold 90 and get above 91. Okay, there's above 91. Okay, so now we line in the sand. Next line in the sand is 92. We have a long way to go to make this trade work. So this is the initial pullback that I actually mentioned earlier. And so what this tells me is that I need to anticipate this pullback every time, because sometimes it doesn't happen, but it does happen about 90% of the time. So that's enough of the time for me to
Order filled.
recognize it. We got out of one contract. We still have 3 on. That's looking to get out at 94.50, which is the high of these candles here. A lot of volatility coming in. That's a little too much pullback. So if we exit this now, we can exit with a loss of 200. I'm going to put this sell order at 94 or maybe even 93.75. It might just rip here and we might have left profits on the table, but because of the volatility in this particular trade, if I can get out with a mild profit, I'm cool with that. I'm going to check the 20-second chart. Yeah, we actually bought right on that resistance level there. Okay, popping up to almost break even. 20-second chart looking better. We're fighting this this resistance zone here at 92.75. Let's take a single contract here off 92 if I can. Didn't allow the entry.
Order filled.
Took a single contract at 92.75. Put all these up here at 93.75.
Order filled.
There we go. That puts us up 521 on the day. So I definitely could have traded this area much better. Number one, I didn't need to add to this position. Number two, I could have cut this early. Number three, I could have just waited for the initial pullback that I actually mentioned before it even broke out. So even though I have the experience in that particular for this particular move here, it's still somewhat difficult for me to continue to remember for the pullback on here. So I'm anticipating this initial rip followed by this initial pullback followed by this second rip here, which had this whole move. So essentially would go long here and here. I also would look for larger move off this rip here. Something like 5 to 7 ticks might be a little bit more of a swing that would still yield good results. So I'm going to check in with y'all. I haven't actually taken a look. So we're about 15 minutes in and up 520. Trailing maxed up at 1950. So we've almost got the account back to break even. And getting more rippage here. I'm gonna take a step back just because I don't know what the resistance has been like at 95. I'm gonna take a step back on this. Say 300's been the line in the sand, and here is the rip beginning to happen. So 1 minute did get this moving average crossover on that initial trade. Let's get some tech analysis going on. We've got resistance here at 97.25. We've got resistance here. For my Elite Trader funding, I'm going to change all these over to the micro because we don't have much in the way of trailing drawdown available. Well, there is no trailing drawdown because it's a static account, but check this on the 10-second chart. So go 2 micro long off 96.75. Looking for an exit on 97.50. This is in the ETF 100K. Tap 97.50, no fill. Triple tap on 97.50.
Order
There
filled.
we go. All right, so that was up $5.26 on that one. We got a long way to go to build this account back up, so it might even be worth it for me to just let it fail and then pick it up mid-June. But till we're at that point, I'll just keep trying to build it back up. So ES is looking nice. There's a crossover on the 20-second chart. Jump back over to Apex. So we're getting 1 minute pullback, which is actually what we do want to see. We've got this moving average crossover inbound. This area off of 96 seems like a reasonable area, but I think pullback to 95 looks better, which has just happened literally just that moment. Let's check this on the 10 so that we can anticipate the flip back. That's pretty fast flip back. I'm going to set a 3 order buy off 96.
Order filled.
Answer 3 long at 96. It's pulling back to 95.50. It's a little more pullback than I want to see already. Fell a little harder than I wanted it to, but it is working on a comeback. 95 was the correct entry point. I just needed more patience.
Order filled.
There we go. We got that 3 and 3. Puts us up 624.50 on the day. Looks like we're about to get another little breakout here. We got resistance off 97, so I'm just going to hold off. The other reason why I'm going to hold off too is just because I'm feeling like I've been taking trades almost back to back for 20 minutes straight, and so I just need a breather. Even though it looks to me like it's going to continue ripping, I just need a breather. I'm going to watch a longer term chart. While I just take some breaths. I think this has room up to 4,300. Probably shut down oil on the day. I'm going to throw a 3-minute chart up here. And a 3-minute TTM push right there. Last time we had that, we made new highs at 43.04. There is the pushback through 97, up through 98, high of 98.75 on this current breakout. You can see we got a ascending wedge here, almost more of like a flag on the 3-minute chart. I honestly wouldn't mind this 3-minute candle closing at around 96. It actually only has 15 seconds left on this candle. It's around 96, between 96 and 97. Looks fine. You can see we've got the cyan switch on the 3-minute side. There's a green dot on cyan 1.1. So a bounce off the 9 EMA here doesn't seem bad. Bounce off 96 area. I'll take it.
Stop filled.
What? Stop filled? Oh, dude, I'm in a short. Whoops. Am I short or long? Okay, I'm long. It said stop filled, so I was like, what? We're gonna get out at 97.25. Gonna eye this on the 10-second chart. We'll just get out here at 97, hopefully. We'll try to just get out with a single tick.
Order filled.
Yeah, all right, we out. Looks like I could have got that trade 97.25, but frankly, I was just a little hesitant about it. Up 653 on the day. I haven't even been trading very long, man. It's been like half an hour. It feels like it's been a long time. I think it's just I've taken a lot of trades. But when the market looks like this, you got to take advantage of it. Apparently, we had a loss, but I think this was just a contract that was out of sync. Because we haven't taken any losses today. How many trades have you taken, though? I've taken 11 trades. I'm already feeling it. And buy stop will say stop filled. You said it where you want to buy. Weird. I've had it both ways. I've had it where it says stop filled, and I've had it where it says order filled. So it just kind of confused me. It's kind of odd. We're up like 620 something on the day, I think. Looks like we're getting a pretty big pullback here. Looks like a rejection, really. Up 653 on the day, rejecting off of 97. This is why we had that resistance line there at 97. So we're making a pullback all the way to like 93 something. That's what we're doing. Wow, oil's ripping. Ripping down now. Just had to put some lotion on my hands. Man, my hands feel really dry. So how y'all doing today? You guys doing decent? By the way, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notice and all that. Today I'm trading with some crystals. We got some amethyst. We got an agate that I found on the beach. I think this is a rose. No, this is not a rose quartz. I think this one's a rose quartz. Not sure what this one is. I forgot what that one is. We're just hanging out, chilling, trying to like kind of cool down because I just took so many trades back to back that it's like I don't know. It sort of takes like its own emotional toll, at least on me, or like a spiritual toll, something like that. And so I just kind of feel like I just need to like just calm down, cool out. I might actually step away from Apex for the day. Just so I'm up 653. I don't really want to risk my winnings. He called it winnings. My earnings on the day. This is looking like this is on approach for a pullback. Like a rejection pullback. I was thinking that we would get down to the VWAP. Now the real question is, will we bounce off this? Right now it looks like we're headed in a downward direction. Let's take a look at some of the longer charts. 20-second, get a little pop up there. I'm gonna jump to Elite Trader Funding, where we're trading in the micros today. Jump to the 10-second chart. All right, so in the 10-second chart, I'm going to be looking for the 9 to get above the 12. I think we'll go for 5 ticks. I'm also going to be watching the cyan switch here. This breakout looks like it's pretty close. What's up, Origin Code? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. So I'll shut it down and I'll do it on screen. Can't tell if oil wants to rip or fade. Yeah. It looked to me like oil is more going to rip, but I can see that the fade out's also on the way as well, at least for a bit. Man, I meant to take this breakout. Now the question is, have I missed it? I think I'm going to put an entry here off 95.75. Just make sure I'm on the micro. Yeah, I am. Okay.
Order filled.
All right. So entry there at 95.75. I'm looking for that exit at 97. I think I'm going to put the exit at 96.75. Just because it sort of feels like 97 was resistance. So I want to get out like right below that resistance.
Order filled.
There we go. So this counts up $13 on the day, and then I said I was going to close Apex, so ending Apex up 653 on the day. That account's almost back in good standing. So ended up pulling back almost $2,000 out of that, so pretty happy about that. You can pull back now. 96.50 seems like a reasonable entry. That was right off the 9 EMA. I should have taken that. Sometimes to me, like, it helps to just switch accounts in order to reset my, reset my brain. I think once I've developed enough profits in a single account, I start getting more anxiety with it, I guess. And so if that's the case, it just makes sense to me to just switch to a different account. Trading is all about reading yourself. As well as the charts. Look at oil. I think oil is going to keep popping up. I think it's essentially going to test this volume weighted average price here along 72.80. And then once we get a breakout on that, we'll probably rip up to about 72.95 or so and then pull back down to the VWAP. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen with oil. But over how long, that's really kind of the question. Oil is below the 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart. That's 200's at 73.14. It does look like we are on approach for upward move because you can see that the 50 and 200 are closing in on each other. So this likely will continue to ride this up until about 73. I would look for resistance in 73 though. At least that's my assessment of oil at the moment. I feel somewhat proud of myself for closing down Apex. I'm like, okay, I'm up 653. I'm good. ES looking like it's going to pull back. Let's jump to the 1. I don't feel like I want to trade oil today, so I'm just not going to. Although it looks like it's in a good position. Just gonna focus on the ES at the moment. You can look at some of the longer charts right now on the ES. Okay, so TTM is at 1.5. That's up from 1.8 on the 5-minute ES. So this looks to me like a 15-minute pullback almost. Five, 10, 15, yeah. Okay, so take a look at the ES. The 1-minute chart is pulled back on the TTM. We're finding support off the 50 moving average. And so what I'm going to be looking for here is a red to yellow on the 1-minute chart. 10 and the 20 might give me this information first. $20 looks like it's going to be the reliable one. So what I'm waiting for here is the 9 to get and stay above the 12. And then I'm going to wait for that to cross above probably the EMA 35 here at 95.50. It's pretty close to it. I'll take it where it's at. So I'll try and get in at like 95.75.
Order filled.
In 3 contracts. Why does it only say I bought 1? I took this a little early because I realized now that I took it on the oh, this has no sell order. $95.75. I'm trying to get this one out at 96 and a quarter. I didn't realize that this had not been selected. Tap my sell order a few times.
Order
There we
filled.
go. It's out. Okay, up 17.16 on the day in the 100K account. This account has a long way to go, and I had built this one up some, and then took a L last Friday when we were trading on it. So yeah, I think oil is gonna play with 73. Honestly, jeez, dude, 2 contracts from 72.05 would be kicking butt right now. What is oil at? 72.50s. Yeah, I think oil is gonna play with 73, like in that zone. In a 20-second breakout here. I'm gonna throw a buy order there off 96.75. If we get a little red candle, it'd be kind of nice to get one. Nope, it's just gonna rip on through. I'll leave my order on at 96.75. Since 97's been the support level, might just get like a little dip below that. It's tapping my buy, but not filling. I'll try and get in at 97 then. Still no fill. It might just run without me. Dang it. That's all right. There'll be another opportunity. Looking for a 2 contract fill here at or 3 contract fill at 97. Did pull back to 96.50s actually. This is kind of more pullback than I want to see. I don't have a lot of room in this account, so I got to be very cautious with this. Gonna just put this exit 1 tick up. Trying to get out of 97 and a quarter. I'm just gonna take the L. Right there.
Order filled.
I took the L. It might pop, but I'm worried that there might be a contract drop right here. I could be wrong, but I think it was more worth it to take the L than risk taking a much larger drop. And you can see it did drop there some, but still kind of holding. Looks like it's continuing to drop further. I thought it was more worth it to take the L though. Yes, I'm making progress. Name that line from which movie? I doubt anybody's gonna get that. Yeah, big pullback there. Grateful that I cut that because we lost what, $4? Yeah, 375. Because this would have been a much larger loss, so I can deal with a little $4 loss. No big deal. So we found support here off the volume weighted average price, like I mentioned that we likely would. So this is cruising along nicely. We're on approach here to the 8:15, 8:30 time frame. You can see 10-second chart is looking like it actually may put in a real pullback and not just a VWAP test on the ES there. Let's take a look on oil. Oil's hanging along 72.50 area. So oil, first off, let's look at like 5 ticks and I make a 3 tick one. So oil looks like it's on a pullback right now, but on the 10-second chart, if this 50-200 cross happens, then we may get a nice move there. The ES 5-minute looks like there's a breakout on the way. Just viewing the TTM. So a cyan switch here on TTM would likely give us a nice big move. You see the last 5-minute cyan switch there ended up making new highs on the day. But there was a giant pullback here off 43.0150. So that area is going as support or resistance, not support. All right, new 5-minute candle putting in a cyan switch there. Jump into the 20-second. I'm gonna look for red to yellow on the 20-second chart. Mainly because of that 5-minute breakout. Outside of that, I don't think I would be trading this. One minute is struggling with the cyan switch there. How y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all are profitable and doing well. But I would love to hear how you guys are doing today. What you guys, red or green? That's the real question I think I'm trying to ask. So this counts up $10 today. I don't love the ES. It's like being too slow here. I think that it will rip, but I think that the time it takes to rip might be too it just might be too intense there, just waiting around. I may have to shut it down early. Market just seems like it's going sideways now, and I don't want to get caught up in sideways action. But we got a good 45 minutes of rips and plenty of trades throughout that time. And Apex up 653 and pulling our ETF account up slightly, $10. That one's definitely a longer term play. Doing the statics takes a bit more time, I think. But all good. By the way, y'all, if you are trying to earn funding in the futures market, you may want to check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is awesome. I believe they're currently they were running a promo. Yes, they are still running it. 65% off right now. There is a link in the description and a promo code JSBEST that will hook you up that 65% off. That 65% off you get to keep for life up until you pass your evaluation. Then you go to the standard pricing, which I think is $80 a month. But you can earn funding as low as 10K and as high as $300,000. So you can actually get access to quite a lot of capital. There is also the diamond hands evaluation if you want to hold positions overnights and weekends. Me personally, I'm working on the 100K, not the 150. I'm working on the 100K static evaluation, which allows me 2 contracts of the mini or 20 micros with a profit target of $2,000. This does have just a static drawdown, no trailing at 625. And the other one I'm also working on is the 50K evaluation. This one with the trailing max of 2,000, profit target of 3,000. This allows me 8 contracts in the mini or 80 micros, which is a ton of contracts. And at 65% off, this comes out to less than $60. So it's pretty huge, the discount that they offer. But there is a link in the description for that. And the promo code is JSBEST. That'll hook you up with that deal. I'm about to jump off here, and then I'm going to post my results in the Discord community. If you guys are not a part of the Discord community, you're definitely going to want to join. There's also a link in the description for that as well. But yeah, jump on over there, get social, hang out with us, talk to us about some of your trade ideas, your thoughts on the market, the upcoming what looks to be recession. I've been talking about a June. I've been talking about a June start of recession for about 8 months now, and so I still kind of stand by that. I do think that starting at this particular point in time and on through the summer and then in through like October and whatnot, we may see more and more pullback in the market, even though we're seeing huge rips in the market right now. But that's just kind of my assessment. So it's more of a longer term type thing. But yeah, anyway, y'all, I would love to see you in the group. I'm about to jump in there right now. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. We'll just go till we're done. And if you guys remember, we're also only doing the stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays now. We're working on another segment to add to the channel. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you in the group. Peace out.